MLB Day games here.
Coming at you. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Your New York Mets.
Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Kodai Senga.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And there's a ball.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike if he swings or not.
Got him. And 1 away. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Contreras, 32 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. On the ground to third. Vientos sends it to first. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Brendan Donovan.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, you know, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Brendan Donovan, the next to hit, takes outside. 2 out, space is empty.
That's the ball.
Very high with that one. And that's ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitch. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away, but no advance. That's ball 1. So 2 balls and no strikes.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Marte going after it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. The Cards leave 1. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Citi Field, and towing the slab, Matthew Liberatore.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
And ball one.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
That misses. Now 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Contreras under it, and he's got it.
Batting second.
Here's the Mets lineup now.
Wow.
Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Juan Soto now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Late swing, foul to the left. One out, base is empty. That misses the zone. And 1-1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement,
third,
but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Pete Alonso stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
And now it's Mark Vientos. And that misses. Ball one. Fastball for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And there's a hit. And now two aboard.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
First and second, 2 outs. Starling Marte up to hit. Late swing, fouled off. Two outs. And that one fouled off. And here's a slow roller. Sajazi. They get the force, and that's the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Queens, new inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Alec Burleson. Senga back to work. Check swing. He went. And that is strike one.
One strike.
Check swing. No appeal. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Thomas Sajazi at the plate and takes high there. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Out to short. Now a jump throw. Not in time. He's safe. Here's Nolan Gorman. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Over the bullpen and gone. See you later. A 2-run homer, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
Next to hit, Yohel Pozo.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And he deals. In the air out towards right center. Marte on the move to the alley. 2 down.
Batting 9, the center fielder, number 11,
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Alonso makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, Brandon.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
That's ripped. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now the catcher up to hit, Luis Torrens. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
No strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one. Relay to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play.
That
was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. Fly ball to right. Burleson brings it in for the third out. After two, it's a 2-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. First pitch just misses. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Two strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses to first. And one away in the top of the third. Here comes Wilson Contreras. First time up, he grounded to third. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Just missed. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Corrals it, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Brendan.
2 down, base is empty.
Donovan.
Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. He reached on a walk his first time. In the air, right side. Marte moves under it, and that is that. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Jose Azocar.
Jose Azocar.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Hit in the air out to center field. Scott moving in on this one. He's got it. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Foul ball there. And that's in the dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one not close. And that's ball 3. Draws the walk there. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. First pitch misses. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Next offering is down low.
3-0.
Lindor at first, one gone.
Huh. 3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think
Now
about.
batting, the first baseman.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third. He'll score. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Waste no time there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And next for the Mets, Marks.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That's hard hit on the line. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-2.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Here's Starling Marte. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
On the ground. Sneaks through. Base hit.
And now first and second with 2 outs.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
First and second, 2 outs. Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. They get 2 and draw even again. On to inning number 4. We are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th. Here's Nolan Arenado. Arenado, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009.
No strike.
And another ball. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Azoka makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, Alex.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Fly to left his first time. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, the shortstop, Thomas Saggese.
So digging in, Thomas Saggese reached on an infield single his first time. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one. And that drops in for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
One and two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that one in the air center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. On to the bottom of the fourth. This game's tied 2-2. Back here at Citi Field. Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
That misses, and that's ball one.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That's to third. Arenado tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now Luis Angel Acuna flied to right his first time. And that one clips the corner.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Popped up right side. And that's out of play, a foul ball. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Three and two.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
1 gone, runner at first. Jose Azocar up now for the Mets. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Just missed.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That's inside. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one misses. 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Fastball for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Fought off foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. To third, Arenado. To second, there's one. On to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, they had the chance at turning two right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Matthew Liberatore departs. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Sonny Gray takes over on the mound.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So the batting order turns over. Now a chance for Francisco Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And the first offering is not close. Two outs. Pitch misses, and that's ball two. And a foul ball. That's a laser base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the Mets DH, Juan Soto. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. That is the inning. 2 left for the Mets, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Back here in Queens, now it's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Senga back to work. Swing and a miss, strike one.
You know, these Cardinals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Outside with a breaking ball.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Nabs it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the catcher, Yohel Pozo.
Yohel Pozo will hit next. Here's a rocket out to left. That's out number 2.
Now batting,
Victor Scott, the next to hit. First time up was a pop out. That's outside, and that's ball 1.
1-0. Strike. Woo.
Next offering is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's a little bit high. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they make short work of him there. Last half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5. Pete Alonso.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Just missed.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
And it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for them out. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Mark Vientos getting ready to hit. Tap foul at the plate.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And a swing and a miss there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5.
1 and 2.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds. Count goes to 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Starling Marte now at the plate. 1 for 2. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Alonso over at second, 1 down. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Out to short. It's a Jay-Z. Tosses to first. Marte retired.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets.
You have to look for positives in this game. That last at bat was a loud out, but the takeaway is they're hitting the ball hard, and that's a good thing. Those are going to fall eventually.
On the corner for a strike.
0-1.
And that is out of play. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a swing and a line drive at a right field, and no one can get there. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 3-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
2 outs. Runner on first. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Sonny Gray checks on the runner. First pitch, and he just misses. There's the strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, a tough play, and now there are runners at first and second.
Number 2, second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. Going
No
one.
ball, 1 strike.
First and second, 2 down. Next offering is fouled back.
One and two.
In the dirt, blocked. Fastball is outside. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the DH, Lars Nootbaar. Sliced hard but foul. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that's off. Inside edge. And the count is 2 and 2. That one missing inside. Wilson Contreras in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Right through there. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Here's Contreras now. 0 for 2 in this one. Fouled off left side. The Mets up by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that's way high. Now 1 and 2. And that's downstairs and outside. straight strikeouts. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Brendan Donovan digs in now. That's in there. 0-1. That one is upstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses inside, and it's 2-2. That one missed.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Nothing doing here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mets 3 and the Cardinals 2. Bottom of the sixth inning, and stepping in for New York, Jose Azocar. That one ripped. That's back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? He flexes his power with that swing. His first homer of the year. It's 4-2.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. In there for strike one.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Fastball for a strike.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And now it's Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
There's a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strike.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, bases empty. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Just missed. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Just misses with that one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights it off. He'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And now the count filled up 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you got to love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
Hit in the air, center field. Scott sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and that is that. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now 4-2. Back after this on the show. Back here at Citi Field. Here's Nolan Arenado. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
That one fouled off. Action in the Mets bullpen. Reed Garrett, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Kranick getting cranked up as well. Let's go, 2-1 now. And a foul ball. And it's filled up.
2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And up next for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. Ripped to right. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Man at first with 1 gone. Thomas Sajazi next up for the Cardinals. And that one fouled off.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Marte sizing this one up, and that'll do it. So one left for the Cardinals. They trail it here 4-2.
Now pitching for
We're
St.
back in a
Louis.
new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh.
53.
Andre Palante. He has a great
Palante.
slider with tons of movement. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos.
Third baseman, Mark
Palante, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. That clips the corner. That one the other way. Oh, he botches it. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery.
The right
Wasn't
fielder,
easy
number
following
6,
the misplay.
Starling Marte.
Up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. Just
No, that's
missed.
a ball.
Action in the St. Louis bullpen. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball in there for a strike. On the ground to third. Arenado to first in time. Marte retired.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
0-2.
Up the middle. And a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job
Now
of pulling his
batting,
hands
the
tight to the
catcher,
body and
Louis.
just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard
Torres.
enough back up the middle for a knock.
2 outs, runner at first. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. And that one fouled off. Move to first. And he's back in easily. Nimmo off of first with 2 away. Foul ball. And that one a little below the knees. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that ends the inning. Mets leave 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mets,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
75.
Reed Garrett.
Well, the best
Reed.
relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the catcher
Leading off
comes
for
up
St.
to
Louis,
him.
the
Yohel
catcher,
Pozo.
Yohel Pozo.
Come on, Garrett.
Just
No.
missed. ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Jordan Walker.
18,
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
First offering, and it just misses.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Tying run at the plate. And fouled off.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
In there. And so now 1-2. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him swinging. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Bounced, and that got the pitcher to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Now batting.
First and second, 1 out. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that's in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Two on, 1 out. Inside, just missed. That one catches the zone, and it's 1-2. And that's outside. This to third, boots it. Safe at first without a throw. Let's see how they rule this one.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left fielder, Brendan Donovan.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. Golden opportunity right here. Lindor, that's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense. Turn that one and get out of this jam.
Jordan Walker into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Palante back to work. In the air, left field. Grabs it on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing at a ground ball, and it's through for a hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. throw to second, and he's safe. Azokar, the runner at second with one away. That clips the corner.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
That
One
misses
ball.
the zone, and it's 1-2. Grounded to Gorman. Gorman throws out to first. Lindor retire.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Juan
Here's Juan Soto.
Soto.
0 for 3 in this one.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. That's too low. Now 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Towards first. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they do get the third out of the inning. Mets strand 1, but they still lead this one 4-2.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
All set to start the ninth in this one. So now it's Nolan Arenado. And there's a ball. Next offering upstairs.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Here's a 3-0. And that clips the inside corner. And he walked him. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. The hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. That's in there. And that's strike 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Now pitching for the
A.J. Minter, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Tying run at the plate. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, pass. There's the changeup.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
With the tying run at the plate here at the top of the 9th. Struck him out looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. And I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
He's 2 outs away. Thomas Sajazi next up for the Cardinals. On the ground to the left. Vientos. Oh, that's a double play. The ball game is over.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own.